versus empire. We have many empire until it fall to the empire of Ayiti. The first empire start with the Olmec. The Olmeca, or if you call the Totoshi Empire, that was the first empire of America. Then it passed down to different timeline from the Maya Empire, from the Inca Empire, then it known as the Ayiti Empire. Remember, what they call the Ayiti Empire is known as the Inca Empire. It's on paper. The Inca Empire is known as the Ayiti Empire. And this is what they're not saying. So remember, in 1492, when Columbus got here, he asked for help. Then when he do receive the help, 4 years later, in 1496, this is when we sent a mass expedition. A mass expedition was leave and go to Europe. We talking about the empire sent all type of help to over there. We sent a major ship. Listen, when Columbus got here, they come here to a little flat boat. When the empire leaving, we went with ships. You heard? We went with ships. So remember, the help that we sent to Europe, it was not only Europe. That's why it took us 4 years to gather. It took us 4 years to gather all resource, to mobilize all of our empire leadership together, and to send it to go save the world. It was not just only Europe. This was a world problem. We sent a boatload of our ancestors to Europe and Africa. This is what they're not telling you. This is how some of our people end up going down there. So again, after we went to Europe, this is how we ended up being backstabbed. When we got backstabbed, this is when the culture of pirates started. The piracy culture started by them stealing our ship. They will start burning some of our ship and stealing our shit. And this is how we end up being stuck in Europe. And that's how they end up having us in captivity for 240 years. That's how we end up building Europe brick by brick. This is how they flipped the history. They told you that we've been in captivity in America for 240 plus years, when in reality is the reverse. We've been stuck into Europe for that time. This is what they're not telling you. So what do you see here? This is they were celebrating our indigenous people to Europe. This is Belgic. And when you said Belgic, this is Creole you were talking here. Okay? Because these areas speak French. All of these French speaking area in Europe, these areas what our Creole ancestors went. Let me say this again. All of these French speaking areas in Europe, these areas